Do you get it? Now, look at the impact. It is the attitude that has got a greater impact on your skills and knowledge. The one principle that you have to believe in your life is ask principle. A-S-K, ask principle. What is ask principle? Attitude, skills, knowledge. I do not say S and K has no value at all. Skills and knowledge are equally important, but S and K will have value only if they are preceded by a concept called attitude. However knowledgeable you are, if you are not behaviorally intact, this world will not accept you. We have seen quite many persons. I do not want to name all those persons, but we have seen very popular, they fall short in character. You will never dare to invite them home. You will never dare to invite them home for a dinner. Why? They are knowledgeable, they are skillful, but they do not have the attitude. Will you be prepared to invite them home for a dinner? No one will do. Let's say Kalam makes a call to you saying, I am coming on your street side. Are you ready to give me a dinner? You will jump into joy. You will be happy to invite him for a dinner. Your mother will be happy. The whole family will be happy. Let's say someone who is not characteristically good makes a call to you saying, I am coming home. What will you do? You will close the door and you will go and stay in your neighbor's house. That's what you do. That's what we do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know a person. So when he was 17-year-old itself, he had completed reading 1.5 lakh books. He has got 5,000 centers. He has got his branches in 52 countries. His assets value is 5,000 crore. But his character is questionable. I don't want to name him. Once the famous Tamil scholar Valamburi John said, I am amazed at his reading skills. Valamburi John, a great Tamil scholar, was amazed to see his reading skills. By the time he was 17, he had completed reading 1.5 lakh books. But what is the use if you do not have the right attitude? It happened in the life of Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi visited once a place called Karaikudi in Tamil Nadu. He stayed in a rich man's house for a 3-day visit. At the end of the 3rd day, he came home after the visits. He was getting ready. The train was at 6 o'clock. The PA knocked the door saying, Bapu ji, it's getting time for the train. Please come. He said, please wait. He got into the bathroom. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. No response at all. The PA again knocked the door saying, Bapu, it's getting late for the train. He said, wait for 5 more minutes. After half an hour, he came out of the bathroom. Profusely sweating. The PA was asking, Bapuji, what happened? Are you sick? Are you not well? What happened to you? Mahatma said, I stayed in this rich man's house for 3 days. He did a lot of help to me. Nothing I did for him. Therefore, I cleaned the toilet that I used for 3 days. Do you understand? That's why ordinary Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi went on to become Mahatma. It is the attitude that matters. Once he was asked by the Britishers, why is that you are half naked? He said, I am half naked because of you. They asked why? How do you say that? You are having a dress that can be used by a minimum of 4 persons in India. Therefore, I look half naked. He was criticized once for eating with his hands. He was asked, why is that you use your hand? He politely said, I use my hand because I only use this hand, but not the fork that is used by many. Do you understand? How gentle way of. Similarly, when the Indians pressurized him on violence against the whites, the Britishers, he said, I am prepared to die for the cause of freedom, but I am not prepared to kill anyone. Do you get it? I am prepared to die, but I am not prepared to kill anyone. ordinary Mohandas Karamchand went on to become Mahatma because of the attitude alone. Swami Vivekananda was traveling in the train. In front of him there were 3 foreigners. Swami was a burly person, closely cut hair, saffron colored dress. Looking at his physique, the way he was sitting, looking at his hairstyle, the 3 foreigners sitting in front of him went on teasing him. He never responded to their teasing. He remained quiet. Meanwhile, the ticket checker came, asked for ticket. Swamiji also showed his ticket. The foreigners also showed their tickets. Having checked, Swamiji asked, looking at the TTE, "Excuse me, sir, when will the next station come?" The TTE said, "It will come in half an hour time." Swamiji said, "Thank you very much." On hearing Swamiji speaking English, the whites were shocked because the white people thought this person may not know English. So they went on teasing in English. But this man never responded. Now they were shocked on listening to Swamiji's English. One white man took little courage and asked him, "We have been fooling you for 3 hours time together. You never responded. How is it possible?" He said, "God has given all Indians an additional gift called patience. I have a lot of patience." Do you understand? Do you understand? He was addressing in the United States. He was the only one to begin with, "My dear sisters and brothers." In India, we have got a habit of looking at every woman as our sisters. Except the wife, everyone in India is a sister. For a woman, except her husband, everyone is a brother here. This is the message that he wanted to convey there. That's why he began saying, "My dear sisters and brothers." Swamiji is known for his memory skills, his knowledge, his intelligence, his brilliance. At the end of the speech, a beautiful young lady approached him and said like this, "Swamiji, you are brilliant in terms of intelligence, in terms of memory power. You are very, very strong. I look beautiful. Why is that we don't get married and get a child? That child will look beautiful like me, intelligent like you." You know what was Swamiji's reply? Swamiji said, "Why do you wait so long? Why do you wait so long? Accept me as your child. Take me as your child." Do you understand attitude? Do you understand attitude? And that's what is exactly. What do we exactly mean by attitude? It is something to do with values, standards, judgments, motives, ethics, and beliefs. Sachin Tendulkar broke the record of Sunil Gavaskar in Test cricket on scoring centuries. He equaled the record of Sunil Gavaskar against Sri Lanka in New Delhi. At the end of the match, the journalist asked Sachin, "How do you feel?" "Very happy." "How do you feel on breaking Gavaskar's record?" Tendulkar said, "I am very happy." For breaking the record he is happy. For breaking Gavaskar's record he is very happy. The journalist asked, "Why? What is the difference?" Sachin replied like this, "I am able to break the records of Gavaskar because of Gavaskar." The journalists were shocked to listen to this statement. They asked, "Can you explain a little more?" Sachin said like this, "When I began to play cricket, one day Gavaskar called me and said, 'Sachin, look here, to break records in cricket, first you need to behave well and then play well. To break records in cricket, you need to first behave well and then play well.'" Do you understand what is attitude? That's why he went on to play for 24 years. Diego Maradona, the famous football player, once he used his hand to score a football goal. The journalist at the end of the match asked him what happened. He said, it was a hand of God. It was a hand of God. Brian Lara once was playing in India. He was on 97. He played a forward leg shot. The ball went to the wicket keeper. The wicket keeper alone appealed. How is that? Nobody else appealed. Half-heartedly the bowler appealed because he saw the wicket keeper appealing. When the wicket keeper appealed, Lara walked back to the pavilion. On seeing Lara going back to the pavilion, umpire gave him out. No one knew what was happening. The journalist asked him, what happened? Lara said, I knew I was out. Do you understand attitude? On one side, Maradona said, it was a hand of God. Umpteen number of times he had been to jail. He was arrested for drug trafficking. He was arrested for cocaine. He was arrested for violence. Many things. Never was Lara. Lara retired as a brand ambassador to his country. Do you understand? What is attitude? What is attitude? Chandrasekharendra Swamigal, the Kanji Mutt, the religious head, Chandrasekharendra Swamigal. In his lifetime, he never touched money. You won't believe. In his lifetime, he never touched money. And everyone in the mutt used a bowl to get the food. They used to go begging in the evening. But this man used only his hand. He was asked, why is that you don't use a bowl? You use only your hand. He said, the bowl may contain little more than what I require. My hands are enough. Do you understand what is attitude? That's why the moment you see him, you feel like adoring him, whatever the religion you belong to. It is attitude that matters. What are your values, standards, judgments, motives, ethics, and belief?